Hey guys, it's Nikki and I'm back again for another review. So, I'm going to finally do the Little Boy RDA for you guys. I've had it 3 weeks now. I've been using it quite extensively because I wanted to really put it through its paces before I told you guys how I felt about it. So I feel like I'm comfortable enough with it, and I've figured out most of its quirks, or quirks, so that I can tell you guys, what's going on with it. So yeah, let's take it down to an up close, and then we'll bring it back up and we'll talk about it. Alright guys, so here is the Little Boy RDA. The black version, I believe it comes in stainless steel black and white. You see, I don't know if you'll be able to see, there's the little guy here in his little gas mask, and it says Little Boy down here, and you get the serial number right on the side. And then it's got the screw-in top part here, which this is the barrel that fits on over the deck, and then you get the top piece here, and the drip tip sits in that. Can't get it out. Nope, not coming out, which is okay. But it comes in this box here. You also get, along with, those awesome screwdrivers we all collect, it does come with a adapter that would fit in, the top here, where the drip tip, oh, I got it, okay. So this part would just fit right in here. It snaps in, and you could put a 510 standard drip tip in there. I like this top one, or this bigger one. It's not huge like the Dark Horse one. It's actually pretty nice. So I just have been rocking it with this wide bore drip tip here. On the top of this ring here, it does say Masterpiece Custom on here, or Custom Vapes. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty nice. It's all very sturdy. I do like that as far as, the materials that they used. And then this part just screws right back on top here. Now, as for the deck, it's got a very deep juice well here, which I really like. You really can shove some cotton down in there, which is great. The post holes are really large. I've got 24 gauge in here, and there's plenty of room. I think this is more so supposed to be a cloud chasing Addy, so you can, wrap, twist, whatever kind of coil you want to build, it'll fit in there. Those post holes are really large. It does have the copper plated, or I believe it's just a copper 510 at the bottom, nothing underneath here to read or look at. It does have this single O-ring right here. I have found that it fits pretty loose, or at least mine does. It pops on and off real easily, which is one of my biggest pet peeves. But it's just a 3-post design. It's got the Phillip head screws, nice big screws on top. Real easy to work with, real easy to build with. I should take that cotton out so you guys can see the deck, but, there's a ton of cotton shoved down in there. I mean, the juice well is really deep. I'm really actually pretty impressed with that. But yeah, guys, so that's an up close with the Little Boy RZA. I'll give you all the specs when we get back up top and, we're talking about it. I will give you all the specs that actually, what materials it's made out of, and, contacts and all that stuff. So yeah, alright, let's take her back up top and vape on her and talk on her. Okay, so yeah, I mean, as you guys saw in the up close, it's got a great deck on it. Like, I am pretty impressed with the deck on this. It's super, super easy to build on. Like, no problems at all. The only thing that I had to kind of mess with a little bit was kind kind of getting that cotton down in there because of where the airflow is on this, where the slots are on it. You kind of have to build your coil lower. It seems like you've got all this room up here, like your cotton or your can't talk today. Your coil should be higher, and originally that's how I built it. The first time I built that, my coils were like way up on top, and I had no problem getting the cotton under there. But what happened was that because they were so high, the air was going up to them, which didn't make a bad vape. It was a good vape, but there was so much room in the well that it wasn't wicking right. So I was having issues with it, and I was like, oh, this is garbage. I can't believe this. I've spent money on it. It's not working. And then I was like, well, it's probably just a user error. So I went back and I looked at, the build. I, moved the coils down and kind of re-wicked it, and it's been great since. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely a cloud addy. This is a 0.2 ohm build. I've been building at that lately. There was a time when I first started these videos, it was only like 3 weeks ago, where I was like, oh, I don't sub ohm, my lowest is like a 0.4, and now I'm pretty sure all of my addies are 0.2s. It just seems to be where I've been building. I moved down to like 22 and 24 gauge Canthals, so this is just where they've been coming out to, and it's been giving me a great vape. This is at 51 watts. I am vaping Carnage. In my review, I said it wasn't my favorite, and I don't know, it's kind of growing on me. Like first impressions, it wasn't my favorite. I definitely would not consider it an all-day vape yet, but I put it in this, I left it in it. I didn't want to re-wick it because I think I got like the sweet spot with cotton. So I figured I might as well just leave it in there for the review of the little boy. So yes, with this drip tip, it is not as big as like the Dark Horse. I really like it. It's actually pretty comfortable. I really like this, although it does come with that adapter, so you can use regular drip tips, or if you have a favorite drip tip, you can use it in there. But honestly, with an addy like this, you're going to want that bigger one, because I truly believe that this is more of a cloud chasing addy. So I'll read you the specs. Now, I don't know if I even said it, but this is a 1-to-1 clone. This is not the authentic. I've been getting burned lately with RDAs, buying the authentics and spending all that money. I think the Dark Horse is what screwed me over. I spent all that money on the authentic and it was just garbage. So yes, it is a clone. I like the clone, so I'm sure the authentic is, if not as good or even better. But anyways, the clone specs, it is a 1-to-1. So it's a 22mm device, so it will fit flush on all of your standard, 18650 mech mods. I don't really use my mech mods anymore, but it is a 22mm device. I forgot to mention in the up close, but the negative posts are milled into the deck. They're machined into the deck. It's all one piece, which I really like. That's a big plus for me. I think it's just better that way. It's got the adjustable airflow, which I'm an idiot. I didn't show you in the up close either. But basically, you got the Cylon slots, and you just turn it left to right to close them off. I leave this thing wide open. It is set up for either single or dual coil. You've got 2 slots on the one side and then 1 in the middle. So if you're running it in single coil, you just use the 1 slot, obviously. It is a Delrin wide bore drip tip. So this is Delrin. Also, so is the adapter. The adapter is Delrin. It is not Peak. It's not Teflon. It is Delrin. It's got the 3-post design, like I said, large post holes. I mean, those post holes are huge. I had no problem trapping my 24 gauge in there. I mean, like I said, you guys could do twisted probably 24, 22 gauge, and it would fit in there just fine. And it does have the really nice engraving, although mine is black, so you guys aren't going to see it. I will, I mean, it's a cool little guy with a gas mask on. Maybe I'll hunt down a picture and put it as the, you know, picture for the video so you guys can see the little guy. He's pretty cool looking. So yeah, I mean, those are the specs on it. It's pretty basic. It didn't say in the specs about that 510 connection. I'm pretty sure it's copper. I can look that up and put it in the description for you guys, so if you're interested in knowing, but I'm almost positive it's copper. The other nice thing is that that center positive post doesn't spin. It does not spin, or at least it hasn't spun on me yet. It's pretty secure in there, so that's another great positive. Now, let's switch over to the negatives. The things that I don't like about this. It spits back a lot. It spits back up into your mouth. It spits out those Cylon slots. You gotta be, like, for me, I've just realized that instead of when I screw it on, I gotta have the airflow facing out. So A, it doesn't get on, top of my mod, and B, so it doesn't splash back at me, because that's happened before and it hurts, especially because I'm a woman. I wear, lower cut shirts, and when it, pops back at you, it hurts. That juice is hot. But, that's just something you can adjust to. It performs great. I mean, it's definitely a cloud chasing Addy, but it's nice because it all depends on your build as well. I mean, this is 0.2 at 51 watts. I have not built anything higher than a 0.2, but I'm sure it would perform just as good, depending on what you put in there. I like it. I think this would be a good, first, I wouldn't say first RDA, but once you get comfortable with dripping and you want more of a cloud chasing Addy, I think this is a good one because it's so easy to build on and it's cheap. The clone, I don't know what the authentic is, but I know the clone, it was I think they had it listed for 22 bucks. You can find this at a couple of different places. I got mine from the guys at Goody Juice, the brick and mortar that's up the street from me. They're great. I'm pretty sure they have it in stock. I will post their website in the description along with, there was another place that I saw that had it. I will post that other link in there for you guys too, but I know Goody Juice for sure has it, so you can go pick it up from them. But overall, I'm pretty impressed with it. I mean, it clouds the room. It's pretty great. So those are my thoughts, opinions. I think, it's a good piece. It's a good little RDA. It definitely replaced that cloud chasing Addy spot in my lineup, as far as, because I hated the Dark Horse so much. So it's nice to have one of those in my collection to where I can blow big clouds if I want to. I'm kind of more of a flavor chaser, but it's nice to be able to put out those huge clouds. I'm not gonna lie. So yes, those are my thoughts and opinions on the Dark Horse, just kidding, on the little boy. It's a buy. I definitely like it. I'm pretty impressed with it. Once I figured out kind of how to adjust for its little quirks, it's been performing great, and you can't beat how easy it is to build on, honestly. It's been great. Oh, one other little quirk, I mentioned it in the up close. I don't like how easily this comes on and off. I have that same problem with the Dark Horse, which is why I replaced one of those O-rings. I'm thinking I'm probably going to try and find one of my O-rings, because you get O-rings with everything you buy now. Maybe find a thicker O-ring, and then just drip from the top. instead of opening it up all the time. But this does come on and off. This may just be a clone issue. I can't speak to the authentic because I don't own one. But as far as this clone, this RDA, it's super loose, and that drives me batty because I'm one, I don't know, it drives me crazy. But other than that, it's great. It's a great little RDA. It chucks the clouds. It's affordable, and you can find it in a lot of places. So, yes, those are my thoughts and opinions on the little boy RDA. It's great. So yeah, um, you know, it's a great, like I said, it's a great Addy. I would definitely recommend this. So yeah, guys, as always, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my face, hit that subscribe button. And as always, if you have questions or comments, or there's something that you want me to review, a juice, an Addy, a tank, a mod, something that you're wanting to know more about, and, want me to review it, please email me in the link that I will post in the description. And I love comments. So yeah, let's, feel free to comment. Let's talk about, whatever I reviewed or whatever. I'm always happy to talk to you guys. So yeah, until next time, guys, vape on.